Welcome in or welcome back, guys, where we're going to be talking about how Bitcoin miners are losing money right now. The price of mining Bitcoin is approximately 78,000 US dollars. And as of today, Bitcoin's kind of under 65, kind of in that $64,000-$65,000 range. So what are miners doing? You know, how is this going to affect Bitcoin moving forward? I looked at the transactions fees for Bitcoin right now, and they're incredibly low. They're at like a multi-year low. It's like under $1 to send a Bitcoin payment, which is great for people that are using it as payments. But according to how much profits these miners are making by on-chain transactions, it's basically none. Only about 0.7% of all transaction fees are put towards profitability for mining companies right now, which kind of like leads me on a little bit of a dilemma, right? Because I think a lot of people here on this particular channel, we got in Bitcoin because we like the idea of it being like a payment system, like we could send it to people. It would have this network of computers kind of validating what we own, our timestamps on stuff, and giving us some type of forward thinking to not only appreciating money more, but actually our money appreciating for us more. And it didn't really work out, right? We fell into the couple year thing on Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV, where we kind of went on a rant for a couple years while our portfolios dwindled, only to recover from these fluke investments like Zcash. And it kind of left us all kind of like, what the hell, right? At least here on the channel, at least for me, my personal portfolio. But yeah, like I said, it's about $78,000 to mine Bitcoin right now, kind of if you break it down. And the price of Bitcoin is 65,000. So it's kind of like a losing mathematical formula. We're seeing a lot of companies, mining companies, turn off their miners. A lot of these power grids around the world are paying miners to shut their computers off because it's more profitable than mining Bitcoin right now. And we're kind of seeing this shift into these ASIC miners being used for like NVIDIA AI aggregate usage, right? We're seeing like the miners kind of use their ASICs for that. And it kind of leaves us in a predicament because right now, what is the block reward? It's like 3.18. It's going to get dropped down to 1.56 BTCs per block, based on the subsidy. So it's kind of like this dilemma where we don't really know what could happen to Bitcoin long term, right? Like if the price doesn't recover, the cost of energy is so much more now than it was here locally in the US, but around the world, I would assume most places the cost of electricity has only gone up. And the reward's not really there for miners. So it's kind of like we have to assume by the mechanics of how Bitcoin operates that we would think that the price has to hit higher highs, right? It has to hit fresher highs. And all this Bitcoin that's trading on these ETFs is really only trading through paper, right? It's not actually on-chain transactions, which is proved by the fact that miners are only getting 0.7% profits on these Bitcoin transaction fees. So it's like nothing, right? Transaction fees are at an all-time low, under $1. And I know I'm repeating myself, guys, but these are all like kind of the structural things that we kind of like theoretically have to see for Bitcoin not to face vulnerabilities, right? And back it up, guys. Drop it in the comments and let me know what you think about this. But I don't know. I don't know where we go from here with Bitcoin. I don't know where the altcoin market should go, right? Because we've seen like pretty much the altcoin market underperform the broader Bitcoin and Ethereum market. So we're kind of at this pivotal point for Bitcoin and the crypto markets. And I don't want to say I'm lost per se, but I'm a little distraught, and I'm a little bit unsure of what's going to happen with cryptocurrency, right? We got coins like Zcash, fresh highs, right? We have this dilemma with Bitcoin. Like, is Bitcoin going to lose market share? Could there be this needle in a haystack type thing that Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV could possibly pull from some of the hash power? I mean, we were talking about this 3 years ago, and it's not happening. And now Bitcoin transaction fees are cheaper, under $1. So that whole argument kind of gets swept under the rug. We've kind of had this simultaneous thing where, like, other Bitcoin alternative versions, BSV, BCH, have improved stuff on the back end, mechanically, right? Simultaneous rally in the private sector. So, I mean, it's confusing, guys. I mean, I do see that it's a bit confusing for most. This idea of a crypto rally seems like a distant thought. I don't know. I don't know where we go from here. I've been enjoying the ride up till this point, and I guess I'm kind of excited to see where we go. And let me know what you think. Talk to you soon.